Managing human resources. Human resources are the people employed by an organization, including their skills, knowledge, experience, attitudes, and effort that contribute to achieving business objectives. Human resources are managed by human resource managers and line managers who are responsible for recruitment, training, performance management, and employee relations. Human resources. Human resources is a factor of production, which means that labor is an essential input used alongside land, capital, and enterprise to produce goods and services. Labor market analyses are systematic studies of the supply of and demand for labor within a particular industry, region, or economy. These allow human resources to be managed as a strategic resource by helping organizations plan staffing levels, skills development, and workforce costs more effectively. Labor demand is forecasted by analyzing business plans, expected levels of output, productivity targets, and future market conditions. The sources of information available to conduct labor market analyses are government statistics, employer records, industry reports, and recruitment agencies. Government statistics provide data on employment levels, unemployment rates, wages, and skills trends, which help labor market analysis by showing overall patterns and changes in the labor market. Employer records include information on staff turnover, absenteeism, productivity, and skills, which help labor market analysis by identifying internal workforce trends and future staffing needs. Industry reports contain information on sector growth, technological change, and skill requirements, which help labor market analysis by indicating future demand for particular types of labor. Recruitment agencies supply data on vacancies, skill shortages, and wage rates, which help labor market analysis by showing real-time conditions in the labor market. The link between business planning and human resources is that workforce planning must align with organizational objectives, growth strategies, and operational needs. The impact of this is that organizations are better able to ensure they have the right number of employees with the right skills at the right time. Globalization is the increasing integration and interdependence of national economies through trade, investment, technology, and the movement of labor. The impact of globalization on human resource planning is that organizations must plan for international recruitment, increased competition for skills, cultural diversity, and changing employment practices. Human resource planning. Human resources requires planning as organizations must ensure they have the right number of people with the right skills available at the right time to meet business objectives. The factors that need to be planned for include the nature of the work, skill levels, experience, educational level, workforce flexibility, full-time or part-time workers, subcontracting, labor turnover, productivity, skill shortages, absenteeism, motivation, engagement with business culture, and employee satisfaction. The nature of the work refers to the tasks and responsibilities employees are expected to carry out, and it requires human resource planning to ensure roles are designed and staffed appropriately. The characteristics required to perform work roles relate to personal qualities such as reliability and teamwork, and they require human resource planning to match suitable individuals to specific roles. Skill levels refer to the technical and practical abilities of employees, and they require human resource planning to ensure the workforce can meet current and future operational demands. Experience refers to the practical knowledge gained through previous work, and it requires human resource planning to balance learning needs with immediate performance requirements. Educational level refers to formal qualifications held by employees, and it requires human resource planning to meet regulatory, professional, and organizational standards. Aptitude refers to an individual's ability to learn and adapt to tasks, and it requires human resource planning to support long-term development and succession planning. The need for flexibility in the workforce refers to the ability to adapt working hours, roles, and locations, and it requires human resource planning to respond effectively to changing business conditions. Core versus peripheral workers refers to the distinction between essential permanent staff and more flexible workers, and it requires human resource planning to balance stability with cost efficiency. Full-time versus part-time workers refers to different contractual working hours, and it requires human resource planning to align staffing levels with demand patterns. Subcontracting involves outsourcing work to external providers, and it requires human resource planning to control costs while maintaining quality and accountability. Zero-hours contracts involve staff working without guaranteed hours, and they require human resource planning to manage flexibility while maintaining employee commitment. Temporary staff are employed for short-term needs, and they require human resource planning to cover peaks in demand or staff absences without long-term commitments. Agency staff are supplied by employment agencies, and they require human resource planning to address immediate labor shortages quickly and efficiently. Management actions to address human resource issues at an operational level include supervision and performance management, and they require human resource planning to ensure consistent and effective leadership. Labor turnover refers to the rate at which employees leave an organization, expressed in words and numbers, and it requires human resource planning to reduce costs and retain key skills. Productivity refers to the output produced by employees over a given period, and it requires human resource planning to improve efficiency and competitiveness. Skill shortages occur when there are insufficient workers with required skills, and they require human resource planning to support recruitment, training, and development strategies. Workplace stress refers to pressure experienced by employees due to work demands, and it requires human resource planning to protect well-being and sustain performance. Absenteeism refers to employee absence from work, expressed in words and numbers, and it requires human resource planning to maintain staffing levels and service delivery. Motivation refers to the willingness of employees to perform well, and it requires human resource planning to design reward systems and supportive working conditions. Engagement with business culture refers to how strongly employees identify with organizational values, and it requires human resource planning to promote cohesion and commitment. Employee satisfaction refers to how content employees are with their roles and working conditions, and it requires human resource planning to improve retention and overall organizational performance. Thank you for watching this video on managing human resources. I'll see you in the next one.